Hi, you guys. Hey, you guys. Oh my gosh. Surprise, surprise. Hey, you guys. We are here. It is Saturday. And it is officially, it's a super scary Saturday sleepover time, guys. Are y'all ready? Scott, are you ready? Okay, as per usual, it's you guys. It's Oreo Jr. He has on his Florida Christmas. It's a Florida Christmas for Oreo Jr. He got his little, Hawaiian shirt on with his glasses, but his Santa hat, because Florida needs Christmas too. All right. Period. We're gonna put him over here with his little friends. Stay weak now. Let's walk her. Anyway, we have, of course, Scott. Maybe, because I mean, if he get a little out of pocket, maybe we're gonna see him on. And of course, me, and we are here, and we are going to do today's tale from Campfire Stories for Kids, because hey, our inner child deserves a damn story too, damn it. So, are you ready, Scott?
I'm ready.
You guys ready? Damn it. Today's tale is a chilly night. Ooh.
Huh?
Ooh, honey. Oh, honey. And it's very fitting. It was the busiest time of the year as Christmas was around the corner. Just like today. Oh my gosh, just like they knew. It's like they knew we were doing Christmas. The holiday season is supposed to be a joyful time, a time to go home and be free from work. I don't know if that. I don't know, honey. I feel like that's when the shopping happens. So them people got to work. Derek was one of the unlucky ones. Yeah, honey, it's gonna be a lot of unlucky ones, y'all. He had to work extra hours in the coffee shop and left to make drinks for others who could celebrate the holidays. The barista sighed as he cleaned a smudged cup, wanting to go home and relax. You should have took off. You got to take off sometimes and celebrate you. Derek looked at the door to see a customer leave the store. He checked the cash register and saw he had earned a good profit that day. As he looked outside the shop's tinted window, Derek wondered about the shop's odd location. His boss thought it was a good idea to build a shop in the middle of nowhere, as there were no other shops around, where drivers could park between trips and rest and have a drink. It depends on how nowhere this is. Like, what kind of nowhere is it though? Because, like, nowhere off a highway is great, honey, because, you need a bathroom, you need something to eat, that's great. But nowhere like, I don't know, in some cow fields in Illinois, honey, ain't nobody like, girl, what you doing? Well, maybe you might make some money there too. Only one customer was left, who was sipping his last drop of Americano. Once he left the shop, Derek looked at the clock and saw it was almost 10 o'clock. Damn, y'all open late, which was when his shift ended. Packing up for the night, he went to close the shop and head home. When he looked out the door, he saw snow fluttering down all over the place, covering the roads with blanket of white. With a blanket of white, sorry. Mm-hmm. Feeling so cold, he went back to the staff room to get his coat and get warm for the trip home. Grabbing his bag, he was about to walk out of the room. Suddenly, Derek heard a faint wailing sound coming from outside. He could have sworn he was the only person left in the building. But he supposed that someone had come right before he had closed up. No, 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 no. No, you would have saw them. You better get your mace, honey. Get your taser, baby. Derek opened the door and looked out to find a woman walking about frantically, looking around like a lost lamb. He could see her distraught back as she looked around one of the tables. Sighing, Derek walked towards her, reaching his hand out to get her attention. He cleared his throat before he called to the woman and touched her shoulder to turn her around. As the woman faced him, Derek let out a horrified gasp. The woman's face was covered with nothing but blood, and I would have left. Scott, what if you were in a shop and then all of a sudden some woman was in there after you locked the doors, you all up in the locker room trying to get dressed and get ready to go home, and then boom, you tap her and she turned around and is like, boom. Did it look like there was blood? Wait, okay, boom.
That's exactly right.
Well, Scott, that's what happened. What would you do? What would y'all do? Put it in the comment section. What would y'all do?
Try to help.
What you girls to do? You don't know what injury she had?
So just supposed to just let her.
No, I'm running, and then once I get to a safe place, I'm gonna call 911 for her.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pray.
Okay, that works.
Well, people say it does. I mean, hell, when tragedies happen, ain't that what the leadership does? They give thoughts and prayers.
Well,
I think the Bible say, "Pray and your prayer shall be answered."
well, but I need help taking you to a hospital.
Huh?
I said the time comes and I need help taking you to a hospital. Don't pray.
I'm gonna pray. Okay. Dry blood was spattered on her forehead, reaching all the way down her neck and dress. Upon seeing this gruesome sight, Derek bagged away. Girl, I would have ran away, but hey, everybody got a little way to go. But when he stepped back, the woman ran towards him, frightening Derek even more. Her hands grabbed at him so hard that it felt, or that it was almost like she was about to tackle him. Her palms felt ice cold on his shoulder. While her face was pale and blue as ice, she then spoke in a voice that was quiet yet eerie at the same time. "Please, I need help," she croaked. Wait, could you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. "There was an accident. My daughter, she's in the car. She's stuck." Oh, I guess Scott was right. You got to stick around and help. I would have ran and prayed and honey screamed and like, you can't be scaring me like that, child. Derek's heart sank, and his horror intensified over the injured woman's situation. With urgency, he grabbed the phone to call the police for help. However, as he dialed the number, he began to wonder why she hadn't called the police to come and rescue her daughter. She may have been injured, but she seemed capable of moving around and grabbing him. Also, why didn't she stay behind to watch over her daughter at a time when she needed her the most? I guess these are some good damn questions. Because wait, why are you all? Maybe she went into shock. Because anything could happen. You don't know what happened. However, one look at the falling snow outside, and Derek scolded himself for being inconsiderate. As the phone was ringing for the cops, he made the frantic woman sit on a chair, leaving her shaking wildly with fear. Soon the cops responded, and the ambulance was on the way. All the while, the woman murmured under her breath, worried about her daughter. Derek offered her a cup of hot coffee, but she quickly refused. Then the woman asked Derek to find out if her daughter was okay. "Ma'am, the police are on their way." What the hell am I supposed to do in a car accident when I am not a trained medical professional? I'm like, "Ma'am, just sit right there and keep sipping that coffee. The police and the ambulance are on their way. They the ones who gonna save them. What am I supposed to do?" Okay, sorry. I don't know what's going on. Pleading for him to stay by her side until the cops arrived. Confused, he wondered why she couldn't do it herself. I'm wondering the same thing, Derek. I'm with you, boo. However, he agreed to go, telling her to stay at the store and wait out the snow. Someone had to stay by the little girl's side until help came. Driving all the way to the accident site. "Sir, you had to drive over there?" Derek soon saw what had been told to him. To his horror, he saw a dented 1967 Chevy tipped upside down with smoke coming out of the engine. Oh, Lord. He got out of his car, eyes entirely focused on the damaged vehicle before him. Thankfully, two police vehicles and an ambulance were at the scene. Two cops were standing in front of the site, arms crossed. The barista approached them, telling them that he was the one who called them. The cops then told Derek that two people were inside the vehicle, a child and an elderly person. Wait, Derek thought, two people? Why didn't the woman mention the older person? Moreover, looking at where his store was, he wondered how she could escape the accident and walk an hour-long journey with her injury. Sir, I would have been like, what the hell is going on? You drove an hour to an accident? Okay. Let me compose myself. It is Christmas, by the way, after all. Talking to the cops again, Derek said the woman was waiting for her daughter to be rescued at his store. The cops stayed silent for a while until one of them spoke. The child is alive, sir, making Derek feel relieved. But what the cop said next, he was not prepared to hear. But the driver is unalived. Hearing the news, Derek's heart shattered. Someone had unalived in the accident. Feeling sorry, he did not know how to give the news to the woman. I would, sorry, let the police, at some point, can the police just do their thing, honey? Let the police tell her what happened. That is not your job. Didn't you say you was ready to go home? Was it her husband, the girl's father? He hoped that she could handle the loss. As Derek waited, he saw the cop finally save the little girl, putting her on a stretcher. The girl was covered in cuts on her cheeks and hands, with some bruises as well. He hoped she would stay okay as she was placed in the ambulance. Then Derek saw the cops trying to pull out the unalived body in the driver's seat. You stand for all that? That would freak me out, honey. They were having problems extracting it the damaged front. That's a typo. I promise to say that. It says girl, I don't know. Extracting it the damaged front. I didn't do that. He overheard them describing how brutal the crash's impact was, saying the woman's head was almost smashed. Jesus Christ. The woman? Okay, so it wasn't a man. But what saddened Derek even more was that she was seen holding the hand of the child as if she didn't want anything to happen to her. Of course, she's probably the mama. Finally, after what seemed like 10 minutes, Derek saw the cops successfully remove the body out of the car. As the snow fell even harder, the barista's eyes shrank. His heart suddenly stopped as his whole body froze with absolute shock. Right in front of him, unalive on the floor, the woman had the same bloody forehead with blood trailing down her neck. Because how the hell did she get an hour? Sir, look, you messing around with apparitions. The body of the woman he saw terrified him. Not just because of how damaged it was, but what the woman looked like. The woman who unalived was the woman he met in the store. Scott over here shocked, child. He taken aback. Derek was horrified beyond belief. Not long ago, that same woman was alive in his shop, clearly out of the wrecked car. As he looked on, he saw the same injuries, her blue lips and pale hands. He was so terrified that he was about to vomit. Before he could fall to the floor, a cop came up to him and asked about the survivor, said to be waiting at his shop. Derek did not say a word. He had no idea what to tell the officer. Yeah, how could he? That survivor was now apparently unalive. It was like he had seen a ghost. With nowhere to go, Derek murmured the truth in a shaky voice. After hearing his story, the cop gave him a sympathetic look and patted his shoulder, telling him that he was probably traumatized by the whole ordeal. Frankly, Derek didn't know what to say or do anymore. Thanking the cop, he took to his car and left the scene, unprepared for what he would find. You shouldn't have drove your ass an hour to go, child, no. The police got this. The woman was gone when he returned to the shop, much to his added horror. Did you really want her to be there, sir? If a person that unalived in a car accident was in your shop after they unalived, do you really want them to be there when you return? When he stepped inside, he felt the sheer chill of her grasp on him, as if she were there. Running to the office room to check the CCTV, he was even more bewildered to find himself standing there with no one in sight. He was standing there like a madman, shaking all by himself. He even saw himself pull the chair out where no one would sit. At that point, Derek was about to sit down, ready to consider himself insane. But as he thought about it, the shop's bell had not chimed to indicate her entry. If nothing else, Derek realized that perhaps the woman did come to him. He didn't feel that he had seen a ghost. Derek did see a ghost, and she came to seek help for her daughter. The end, and they lived happily ever after.
Well, not everybody did.
No, she got what she wanted. Her daughter was taken care of and in the hospital. What did you learn, Scott? Sorry, that's my phone, y'all. That's my 90s beat. What did you learn, Scott? What did you guys learn? Did you learn anything from this story? Y'all put it in the comment section.
Help where you can.
You gotta help where you can. You know what I learned? If it feels like maybe this is a little spooky, it's probably spooky. Just run. Because I would have ran. And he would have avoided a whole ghost situation if he had ran.
Because somebody kept following him.
I wonder why the ghost went a whole hour away as an apparition to go get him. Instead, like, girl, you couldn't have found nobody else closer? Because I would.
Really nowhere. Would have been the closest thing.
No, he said he drove an hour.
Yeah.
That was a weird story. Okay. We're gonna end this one because I gotta, hey, boom, we gotta keep on going back. We gotta keep on going to the road to nowhere. So I'm gonna get off of here, change up real quick, and come on back. But first, gotta send our gratitudes and say our goodbyes so we can say our hellos again. So with this, thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us. We love having y'all here, and we hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff if you would like. And so with this and that, we're going to bid you guys adieu from wherever we are to wherever you are. Peace, love, and happiness. Skinnamariki dinky dink. And bye. Don't be talking to go.